Chicago's South Side is caught on videotape. The suspects are seen ransacking and robbing the business, also forcing its employees inside a cooler. The suspects remain on the loose and their victims are talking tonight. ABC 7's Robbery joining us now with an update on this story. Robbie.
Well, Cheryl and Ron, you know, Sam Maref came to this country 21 years ago. He loves Chicago. There's no better place, he says, for someone from anywhere to find a job and to make a life for his family. But for the fifth time in his life, his place of business has been held up. And while no shots were fired, the experience shook him to the core of his existence.
He's dumb.
Sam Maref and his assistant Adam Barghouti look at the images from 13 surveillance cameras that captured the terror of armed men taking what is not theirs. Maref witnessed the robbery from this office just behind the rear wall of the cashier's booth. These crooks know there is more money than just what's in the till, but the cashier points to the one-way slot to the safe, which is in the office, and says he's given them all that he can. Years ago, Sam Maref fought 3 armed men who did the same thing to him and suffered a broken leg.
Does it bring it back home for you again that this happened?
Of course. When I see them, I was shaking here. I couldn't even breathe because I remember the guns in my head. And I was just like, oh, God, give him the money. Let him go. They won't hurt you.
That is exactly what his cashier, who was off duty today, did. But not before the men took hundreds of dollars and, despite dropping some on their way out, pushed the cashier and another clerk who's working today into the freezer. Maref says the criminals were relatively cool, but he thought about death.
It's like, you know, you got to die. You know, you just dying, but you don't know when because you're waiting for the bullet to go in your head or your heart.
The men got away by going out the back of the station. Police have few leads in their investigation. And Maref wants the mayor to know his frustrations.
We are the hard-working people in your city, sir. And really, you know, if something can be done, because these people has, you know, these guys really have guns, and there's a lot of guns out there, and it's just easy, pick up your gun and go get money.
Another call to stop the violence. Well, Sam Maref says that with gas well over $4 per gallon, his station is sort of like a bank at times, but crooks should not get the idea that his or any other service station is easy to knock off. Chicago police say they are confident that with the video that you just saw, they will catch these crooks who are not wearing masks. And if you do know these men, you're urged to call the Chicago police, Cheryl and Ron. A gas station spends $6,000 to $7,000, which isn't a lot of money for those kinds of surveillance systems. That's why they think they're somewhat protected.
Let's hope it works.
Thank you. We are on weather.